You could be the most amazing person ever. You could be the smartest person ever. You could be the most beautiful person ever and still never ever get the life that you want. Not because you don't deserve it, but simply because you kept your mouth shut. Because the fact of the matter here, the reality here is that in this life, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you ask for. And if you're not asking, you're not getting. So in this video today, I'm going to be showing you guys why you need to start asking for what you want and how it can completely change your life. Okay? The clarity principle. You see, the issue that most people have is that they don't actually know what they want out of life. They don't actually know what they want out of their career, their relationships, their life in general. And because they don't know what they want, they don't know what to ask for. Like, really think about it. You can't negotiate a salary if you don't know what salary you want. You can't find the right partner if you don't know what you value and what you want in a partner. You can't reach your goals if you don't know what your goals are. And you guys might be saying, but Mahad, this is common sense. Everyone knows this. But if everyone knows this, then why are so many people lost and confused and lacking direction? It's because a lot of people haven't sat down and really thought to themselves, what do I want out of my life? What are my goals in every single aspect of my life? So always remember that clarity comes first. Being clear about what you want comes first. As when you know what you want, then you can start asking for it. We are taught that asking is rude. You see, most of us want more from our lives. We want more money, more opportunities, more help, more love. We want more everything. And deep down, we all know that if we want to get these things, we need to ask for them. But the reason so many people struggle to actually ask for the things that they want is because we've been taught that asking for stuff is rude. We've been taught that if you ask for things, you're being greedy, or you're being pushy, or you're being ungrateful, or demanding, or needy. These are all words that are used to describe people that always ask for what they want. So because we've been taught to think of asking for stuff in this way, what do? We stay silent. We don't say stuff. Even when we really, really want something, we don't open our mouths. And in staying silent, we kind of think that we're not bothering anyone or we're keeping the peace. But staying silent doesn't protect anyone. It just holds you back. For example, I'm going to use the example of men and women here because I think it's a perfect example. But look at how people judge men and women so differently when they ask for what they want. When men ask for what they want, they're seen as ambitious. He's a go-getter. He knows exactly what he wants. It's seen as a positive trait. But when women do the same, people criticize her. They say that she's being a diva. They say that she's being needy, she's being demanding, that she's being rude. And I'm using this example because it really clearly shows that we have been taught that asking for what you want is only acceptable if you are a certain type of person. But that's not true. Refuse to believe that. And this is just one example, but this habit and behavior of being quiet and not opening your mouth when you want something is so dangerous because it can cost you a lifetime of opportunities, recognition, money, love, help, support. It can cost you a lifetime. People can't read your mind. Okay, I have a question for you. Do you think people are psychic? Do you think people can read your mind? No, they can't. Of course they can't. No one can. Like, the thing we always forget is that most people are so busy with their own lives. Most people are so busy with their own problems. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be your friends, your family, your partner. It could be someone so close to you, someone who genuinely loves you and wants the most for you. But you cannot assume that just because they love you or they care about you, that they know what's going on in your head, that they know what you actually want. You can't assume that. It's almost like getting into a taxi and then the taxi driver asks you, okay, mate, where are you going to? Where do you want me to drive you to? But then you just sit there in silence at the back of the taxi, just expecting that they're magically going to take you to where you want to go. No one would do that. That's literally insanity. No one would do that. So why do we have the same approach when it comes to other parts of our life? Why do we not speak up and be vocal and ask for what we want? And that's why people say closed mouths don't get fed. It's literally the truth. Asking reveals what's possible. In finance, we have this concept called information asymmetry. And it's basically a fancy word to describe that whoever has the most information or the most knowledge in a certain situation, they are the ones who benefit the most. And it's so important for all of us to understand this as when you don't ask, you stay in the dark about what is possible. And by asking, this time I don't mean asking for more, but I mean asking questions. Let's think about it. We are guessing so many things. We are guessing how much the people around us earn. We are guessing how much companies are paying. We are guessing what is possible in so many different parts of our lives. But you see, the problem with guessing is that it's based on what you've already been exposed to. It's based on what you've already seen. It's not based on what could be possible. That's the problem. For example, I had this friend who was a social media influencer, and she had about like 100K on TikTok and 100K on Instagram. And I remember asking her, because I was genuinely curious and I always ask people questions, and I asked her, how much do you actually make from social media? And I'll never forget it. She literally showed me her invoices, and she showed me for that month alone that she made £28,000 for just posting 4 videos on her platform. And I was so like genuinely proud for her. But I just think about that moment. If I didn't ask that question, then I wouldn't have even known that that was possible. Like it like opened my eyes to what could be possible. And this is just one example, but whenever I've asked people questions based on their career or questions about multiple different things, their answers have opened my eyes to what is possible. That's why you should always ask questions. And I know it's very taboo sometimes. People can act a bit weird when it comes to it, especially when you ask questions about money. But you would actually be so surprised to see how many people are actually willing to like share their knowledge with you and share their experience with you. And the worst thing someone can say is no. That's literally it. So become that person that asks questions, because you can't aim for something that you don't know exists. You can't. Asking is how you take control of your life. And I think at the end of the day, asking isn't just about knowing your worth. It's not just about that, but it's about something bigger, because nobody can live your life for you. No one can ask on your behalf, even if they want the best for you. So asking is simply a tool that you can use to shape your reality. And the amazing thing here is that right now, watching this video, you might not really know what to ask for. But trust me, deep down, you know what you want out of your life. You already know what you want. You already know the parts of your life in which you're settling for less than you want. You know it. We all know it deep down, even if we try to ignore it. So speak up, because the life that you want might not be as far away from you as you think. Thank you for watching this video, guys. I hope you found it valuable. If you would like more videos like this, make sure you comment down below, because we are going to get our money up, not our funny up.